The newest season of Love Island USA just aired and it's so good. There's so much to talk about. I figure a YouTube video would be the best form to get into everything in just this first episode alone. Before even watching the episode, there was already drama or controversy with two of the cast members, Yulissa and Austin. Even if we put that aside, y'all still gotta go. Austin reminds me of a brainless TikToker that sells crypto. He looks like Bryce Hall, to be exact. He just does not fit the mold of Love Island. So now I'm just like, why did y'all choose this man or boy, excuse me? Then Yulissa, we'll get into her. Jumping straight into everything, we started season off with our two black queens, Olandria and Shelly. They're my two favorites. Shelly is my top favorite. I just love her energy, especially with Olandria. They just have great chemistry. Shelly even said she's bi and that she's dated girls and guys, so maybe they'll couple up. Let me stop. But considering who she's paired with, and we'll get into that, that may be the better option. Then Olandria is a country girl from Alabama. What's funny to me is that she tried to hide her country accent and say, I didn't know people could tell about girl. She did a little bit, but as soon as she got comfortable, 20 minutes late, well, it wasn't even 20 minutes.
I love me a Southern man.
Yeah?
I love country
Is that what
men.
you're looking for?
What?
What kind of fish them is?
Look at them little fishes.
Baby,
Do you know what you're doing?
baby, you know who you're talking to? It's a gang of them.
It's called a school, boy.
You would have thought you stopped watching Love Island and now watching an old little Southern movie. I do love her. She said that she wants a good country boy that loves to get his hands dirty. And honestly, what did Kim Zolciak say? I asked, believe, and she received. Then they're joined by Huda.
Think of it like Huda, woulda, shoulda.
Huda girl. We gotta talk. Now, I did a video on TikTok right after I watched the premiere just to get into it, because this topic has come up on a lot of other dating shows. First of all, I do want to say I love her energy. I love her from the beginning. The vibe, the energy she came with was just fun. I can tell why she was casted, but what she's doing, we gotta talk. We meet Huda.
Huda, woulda, shoulda.
Huda. She lets us know that she is the child of the family as well as the only one with a child. Girl, what are you doing on Love Island? I don't want it to come off like I'm saying, oh, if you have a child, you shouldn't be dating. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, especially Love Island, everyone knows that this is a platform to become an influencer pretty much. You may be lucky if you leave with a girlfriend and boyfriend, but that's about it. I don't even think there's ever been a couple from Love Island that got married, let alone have kids. So it's like, you know what the show is. Even if you were to come on Love Island, if she came in straight from the jump saying, hey, I just want to let you know I'm not trying to waste your time or my time. I have a child. I'm proud of my child. I love my child. I have no regrets. I'm here for love. I came here for love. I'm here for love, and I'm not asking you to be a stepfather. I got that taken care of. I can provide for mine, period. But I just want to be upfront with you. That I can respect. But trying to say, oh, I'm gonna wait to tell them, blah, 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 blah. What are you doing? It's a whole child, and it's a life-changing thing. Just like when she had the child, it was life-changing for her. Dating someone with a child is also life-changing, especially if you, as they say, want to date for the long run, which we all know is not true. But in the facade of Love Island, what are you doing? She even said that she wants to wait and make sure that he loves her for her.
I like knowing that a guy is like fully invested in me before I spill the beans on me having a kid. I don't want to tell somebody something and they're not even like all about me.
Ma'am, this is a whole child. This isn't oh, I want to wait and let you get to know me before I tell you I'm related to Oprah or something like that. This is a child and it changes everything. Just like you want to make sure he loves you for you before you tell him you have a child, knowing if someone has a child is also a factor for the other person. And it's a valid factor because it should be okay if they don't want to be with someone who has a child. And you also shouldn't want someone who doesn't want to be a stepfather to be around your child or to date. So none of it is making sense. That's her. That is Huda.
Huda, woulda, shoulda.
Then we get into the last two girls and they save the worst for last. First, we have Miss Bella. Bella, even from the spelling of her name, I was like, hold on now. Then she started to talk. Once she got into this whole Delulu, Salulu thing.
You know, sometimes Delulu is a Salulu.
That let me know she is this new era of kids, which I sound so old saying, entering into television. Because what are you talking about? Not only that, Miss Girl is a Christian. Nothing wrong with that because I'm a Christian too. Praise the Lord. However, she's given Jehovah Witness, like, you know. So I'm like, why are you on this show? Before she even said I'm a Christian, how she was acting and everything gave like, you know, your parents are watching and you trying to play it. This ain't the show for that. Then she tells Ariana that she is 22, which is very young, but she also has an old soul. No.
But I am like kind of an old soul. I'm a Christian.
You have an old lady like Lydia Plath soul, but an old soul as far as like wisdom. And also you've only had one relationship. Girl, if you don't go on somewhere. Now, Yulissa, girl, square up. She sits down and tells the girls that she was in a 9-year relationship and he left her for someone else. Do we believe that? Because it's given you probably call things off just so you can be on this show. You heard it here first. But I just don't trust her. I do not trust her. Now it's time to meet the guys. The first two that we meet are Nick and Ace.
Two of them coming.
Ladies, we're home.
Now, they are very nice looking men. I will give that to them. And I know when they walk in, you do the, oh. But Shelly was talking about, oh, this can't be real life. I'm like, girl, they are not that cute.
Hey, this can't be real life.
But it turns out she knows him and they've met before. Now, if you know me, you know I hate that storyline. I hate that narrative because it gives Plant, especially if they end up together, similar to Married at First Sight Australia, where there were two. And then they're like, oh, like this is so great, but if y'all don't get out of my face. However, I don't feel like they knew and came on the show to act, unless they're really good actors. I think he's from LA, so maybe. But it's giving maybe the producers knew somehow or figured it out after casting them both and then was going to play it together. But it was no coincidence. Even, I love Ariana Down, but even how she asked was just like...
Ace, did you just say you know Shelly?
I do know Shelly. I met her in New York, actually, outside of a club.
Now, Ace right off the bat is talking about, oh, I'm family oriented. I want somebody that's, you know, why do y'all come on these shows the first day and play games? I want to flash side by side the first episode when we first meet people to the last episode when we see how they really are, because I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. He didn't do too much, but I'm like, sir, stop. Now, Ace, for some reason, looks familiar. I can't place it. I'm like, did I meet you outside a bar too? Let me stop. But he's from LA, and I hate that already. And he owns a dance company. That already is very questionable to me, confusing, because when they ask like, oh, what do you do? He says,
And I have a dance company. I teach people all over the world how to dance.
What kind of dance
Any dance, anything you want to learn.
All types of dance. Sir is giving Kim Plath in her dance studio. Tax scam. Keep messing around, the IRS going do, and be at your door when you get back from Fiji. But he's born and raised in California, and I think he said like the gutter.
I grew up in Washington. It was rough. It's like the gutter of the streets of LA.
So he from the hood. Let me stop. I like his energy. I do like him. Now Nick, I do love. He's the right type of spicy toxic that Love Island needs. Nick is 24, so a baby. Well, that's not too far from me, a little bit. He's a registered nurse, and he said he's ready to take care of somebody. I'm like, sir, you are 24. How are you gonna take care of somebody? But I feel like I know how he might be trying to take care of somebody. He said he likes a little crazy.
I love a little bit of crazy, honestly. Like, keep me on the roller coaster. Like, a little, like, not too crazy though.
So let's see what cards he gets dealt. Then we meet Taylor, who is strolling in here with a cowboy hat.
Time walking, ever.
What up, y'all? Come party with us.
What's good?
Again, I think y'all might have got the casting mixed up because he needs to be over at Farmer Wants a Wife. I didn't have anything bad to say about him at first. It was cute that he was talking to Ariana and was like, yes, ma'am.
Are you a cowboy?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm like, what does that remind me of? Olandria. She did ask for a good Southern man who likes to get his hands dirty, so there you are. Now, the red flag that I have for Mr. Taylor is this whole feet thing.
Red flags for women, them toes. Like, if you got ugly feet, I can't do it. You gotta go.
It would make more sense. It would still be weird, but it would make more sense if you had a fetish for it, but you just making sure they have. That's a bit strange. I also didn't like how he came at Olandria about her feet.
And good toes, bro. You gotta have good toes.
Don't look at my feet. They swollen.
Yeah, they almost.
They not bad.
They almost jumped at me now. Keep them down.
I can't wait to yours.
I do got one black toe. A horse took to my foot.
Oh my God.
Yes, I just black
No,
on my
it's
toe.
fungus.
Don't do that, cause my shit ain't fungus. I ain't never. I get pedicures. Come on now.
You're funny. Like,
He's been all judgmental about women's feet when he got a black toe. Something about him. I just can't put my finger on it. I feel like he is that Southern farmer at heart, but the F-boy is just slowly trying to break out. Now with Austin, I'm still wondering, why are you here? He doesn't look the part, he doesn't talk the part, he doesn't walk the part. How did he make it past the audition? Who reached out to him? And then he's over here talking about,
I got a pretty decent bulge, but that's because I stuff it. No, I'm just kidding.
sir, I don't see anything. Go away from me with this, Apollo. Then he's explaining his best pickup move, which is knocking a drink out of a lady's hand.
Going and spilling their drink on accident. You see like a cute girl and like she has her drink on the counter and then you just like, whoops, and like you smack it off there and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, can I buy you another drink? And they're like, well, yeah, like you kind of have to now. And it's like, okay, I swatted it away because I wanted to buy you a drink.
Who raised you? Who thinks that that is a pickup move? Especially considering how you, I don't want to go too much. Well, actually I do. Considering how you look. So I feel sorry for whoever gets paired with him. Then we meet Jeremiah and he's from LA and he's a model. Goodbye. He does fit the vibe of Love Island guys and model. So I'm gonna let him have it. If anything, it lets me know he is not to be trusted. And then I'm proven right because he reveals in his little intro thing that he cheated. The game that they play, if he makes it this far, where they like read secrets, that's gonna be real interesting. Although I'm sure he's not the only one. I know he's not the only one. No, I will give him props because when they asked him what he's looking for, he said a girlfriend, which is so fair, so valid. Because you have all these other people talking about marriage, blah, blah, blah. A girlfriend, so that's more realistic, so I will give that to you. Bella, Miss Christian lady over here, is over here looking for somebody to ma'am, exit stage left. Wait, that's not right. Exit stage left. Now it's time to pair the couples, and Ariana's like, oh, we switched it up this year. It's just an added layer of kissing more people. There's just so much kissing going on. I'm like, at this point, there just need to be a whole group makeout set. Like, so we start the game, and the first to go is Shelly. Now, Shelly, I said from the beginning, you were my favorite, and you disappointed me because why was the first person you kissed that white man over there? He's over here talking about, oh, that was probably the first and last kiss you got from a black girl. Then she went on to Ace, and they shared a passionate kiss.
Wow.
And that's who she ended up choosing. I was there when Ariana asked her who she was going to choose, and she pretended like she had to think about it.
I'm gonna go with Ace.
Ace?
Yeah.
Next is Huda. She goes over to Jeremiah, and they share their passionate kiss.
Oh.
And then she goes on over and kiss Shelly's man, Ace. I'm like, girl.
Oh, okay.
However, she did go on and pick Jeremiah, and they're a couple, which I feel like their energies match. Then we get to Bella, and this is when I'm like, girl, if you don't stop playing in my face and playing in these people's faces, because why are you on Love Island talking about kiss me on the cheek?
Kiss Bella.
Who's next?
She has the nerve to say,
So, I got a little strict no kiss on the first date policy.
girl, you're on Love Island. I don't know how she can tell who she wants by a peck, but she chooses Nick, and I'm like, Lord, I like Nick, so I gotta spend the whole season saying free Nick. Now we have Olandria, and she went to her farmer wants a wife, and they have their little kiss. Which I called it from the beginning. They are the perfect pair. And then she goes on over to Nick, which I'm like, thank you. And from that kiss, you could tell.
Not the classy kids.
She's eating his lip up. She ended up choosing her farmer, and she's going to be the wife to her farmer. Then we get to Ulissa, and what's funny is nobody went over to kiss Austin, and I wish Shelly never went over there because that would have been great, like in your face. So I'm like, Ulissa, perfect opportunity. You can pair up with this Trump supporter. Y'all can pair up, and then we can kick y'all both out. 2 birds and 1 stone. But she doesn't even go over there. She decides to go over to Shelly's man.
It's so fantastic. It's so fantastic.
All I'm gonna say is there was a difference in Shelly's reaction when Huda kissed Ace, which was just like, oh, I want to see it, but okay, to when Ulissa kissed Ace. And then she goes over to Huda's man, Jeremiah, and tries to kiss him, but he was like, oh, I'll take it on the cheek.
I'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
That's fine.
He was like, yeah, she ain't my type. When the time came for her to choose, she stole Ace from Shelly, and Shelly had to go over there with Austin. What? She is just giving us so many more reasons to hate her. Now, seeing them interact, first, right off the bat, Shelly has me dead because she is trying so hard to be nice and respectful. But she don't like that man. Even how he talks and what he's talking about.
I'm glad it worked out the way that it did.
It did work out.
I'm glad that.
Yeah. Austin.
It's so weird. It's strange. We need to get her back with Ace. Honestly, at this point, anybody. Then he wants to ask, like, what are you looking for?
But what are you looking for?
Not you. Anybody but you. I don't know how long he can fake it because he's over here telling her,
like, no one in here right now is like really piques my interest, like, but you. And I'm really like, yeah, I really want to give this like the chance and everything to like see if there is something there.
Of course.
Sir, it's just no one else chose you, so And to be fair, she didn't choose you either. So now Huda and Jeremiah, I do like their energy. I do feel like they mesh well. He is definitely an F-boy and I don't trust him. But I also don't trust her, and nobody should trust her because she's over here playing games. And the game she's trying to play, she's not very good at. They were talking about where they live, and he lives in LA, and of course it's expensive. She's over here trying to flex on her place, talking about, oh, well, you know, I got me a 2-bedroom, costs $3,000. And then he's like, hold on, 2-bedroom for who?
Damn.
Too bad, too bad.
You got 2 bedrooms? What's your other bathroom or bedroom for? Office?
I'll tell you later.
What you mean? Whoa, no, hold on, time out. What you mean?
Why are you looking at me like, don't look at me like that?
No, because my mind started going.
You caught now. Too busy over here trying to flex. I want you to find love, but it might not be on this island, or at least not with him. And it's not going to be real love either way if you don't be honest. Eventually, Ace and Shelly found their way to the top and they were able to talk. She started talking about how, you know, she didn't want to choose him because she knew him. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's right. Y'all do know each other, which is what I love because I'm over here rooting for them, trying to put them together. I forgot, which is great. Now, if it was produced by a producer, give that producer a raise and put this producer on every dating show.
I thought I'd give you all a chance to make a play for the person you maybe have a thing for, but haven't kissed yet.
This shit finna get messy.
I don't know what is up with all of this kissing. But it's the perfect messy game because now you get to blindly kiss someone else to where I'm like, Shelly's gonna kiss, what's his name? Ace, and give him those familiar lips. He wanted to do the same. Nick say he gonna get him a kiss. And who did he go and kiss? Smacking and everything. I'm like, you get you some tongue, Nick. Shelly went to go kiss her man and he went and kissed her too. He went and kissed pretty much everybody else. So then we're done with the kissing and then in walks these bombshells and I'm like, okay, who we got?
I'm Charlie, I'm 27, I'm from the UK, and it's time to show these American boys how it's done.
I'm Sierra, I'm 25, and I'm from Arizona.
I might need to look up the definition of bombshell again because ain't nothing bombing over here. So tonight they revealed the bombshells. It's a great season overall. I'm excited to see where things go. So I will be following and giving my review on this as well. I'm watching the full episodes with my commentary on Patreon, so subscribe over there if you haven't already. The first episode is already up and it's for everyone, even if you join for free, so you can check out that as well as some shows. And make sure you subscribe to me here because we will be diving deep every week. Oh wait, that rhymes. Wait, that's it.